So this is going to be a completely messy, sleepy time review of the film Inside Llewyn Davis. Hi, I'm Lynn. I haven't been around for a while, so I figured I need to get back into the swing of things. And today I'm broadcasting from my room in my nice penguin pajamas because this is the only way I'm going to get back started again. This is going to not be professional, probably one take, and I'm gonna post it as best as I can. Well, specifically, last night I got to see Inside Llewyn Davis, and it was a pretty interesting film. Specifically, it's set back around the beatnik era, probably post 1950s into about the 60s era. It was really interesting. About how the film processed. The idea, of course, hitchhiking back there was a big time. Also, how they did colorization in the film. Specifically, most of the film was kind of close to neutral dark colors and shadowy. One of the big things I noticed from the beginning to the end, you didn't have anything vibrant. I think one of the big things is during performances, a lot of the shades were black, gray, maybe a little bit of beige, some browns. A few things that stuck out throughout the movie was the first scene inside of one of the houses is one of the few times I saw color other than grays in items, as well as one of the other characters wore red. Two of the different characters wore red, and those were kind of significant characters in that sense. They had more of a outside dynamic compared to the other characters beyond the main character, Llewyn Davis, plays by Oscar Isaacs. I did enjoy it because of besides the colorization that I noticed a lot and paid a lot of close attention to, the actors, it was great ensemble. They had, of course, Oscar Isaacs playing the main role. They had Max Casella. I've seen him, and if I'm not wrong, I want to say I remember him from The Sandlot, because I looked at his face and I was like, I remember that dude. I can't remember why. No, it wasn't The Sandlot. I think he was in Doogie Howser or something. It was the 80s, because I remember him a little bit more vividly now. And Carey Mulligan, as well as Justin Timberlake. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. No, it's Adam Driver. Adam Driver from Girls, and John Goodman. It I mean, the story wasn't definitely clear, and I've also heard a few interviews before I saw the movie. It was kind of more of an idea of following the down on his luck musician and all the people that are around him, surround him, and even the success stories that kind of make him feel more, not so great about the way things are going. I think Oscar Isaacs turned in a very grand performance. I'm a little sad by the fact that I think it hasn't really gotten any awards attention during this award season. I don't believe, as far as I remember, I don't recall it getting any Golden Globe nominations or Screen Actors. I think it was up for an Independent Spirit Award. I haven't checked the Oscar nominations, but 10 to 1, I don't believe it had possibly been up for one. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone can do that. It was great. He did a great performance. Justin Timberlake as well as Carey Mulligan. It made it great because also most of the actors that were singing were actually singing and playing their own instruments, because we all know Justin Timberlake, duh. Carey Mulligan, the last time I've seen her sing was in Shameless with Michael Fassbender, and Oscar Isaacs is a trained singer, I believe. I remember I've seen him in the movie 10 Years, I think last year, it was the year before, and he's a singer as well as trained at the guitar. So it made it really interesting. You're not staring at something and realize that everybody's basically lip syncing. I mean, they might have been slightly lip syncing for the movie and had it pre-recorded, but I thought I had heard that they were actually recording as they were playing, which made it really full and very lush in that sense. On the idea of like a straight storyline for people who are used to this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, it doesn't really have that idea of a straightforward story. There's it's like I said, it's basically following the one guy and the experiences he's having actually over a small week, and how everything that's happening is shaping his ideas and where you think he may go. The end ends, and I'm not giving anything away. It doesn't have that distinct ending that a lot of people like to have, like a little wrap up of either the protagonist. Um, it doesn't have that exact ending feel. You know, there's a lot of films that will have been ending, but they don't give that thing of, oh, so yay, we got what we think we wanted for the protagonist, for the protagonist, or the antagonist got what they deserve, because even there's not an antagonist. It's almost the fact that the protagonist and antagonist is one and the same in a sense. Um, I mean, if this movie is playing near you, it is really fun to watch. And of course, it is very appeasing for the eye, for the, not the eyes. Well, it is appeasing for the eyes if people like kind of that soft undertone, specifically the muted colors, and it's not so vibrant, specifically more traditional with the era. It's also nice to listen to all the folk music. Um, it gives it its own richness. I actually think they made a documentary about the filming of this film that was released somewhere. I don't remember what the name was called, but you could also look at that. I would recommend seeing it if you're kind of into a music slash movie, not a musical, but something of that nature. And like I said, I enjoyed the actors. It gives it its own unique theme to it. And you might be sitting there talking afterwards, especially with things that do occur. And of course, I love the fashion of older era. Right now I'm getting close to rocking a 70s fro eventually. But you know, that'll be after I comb my hair and probably wet it. So here's Lynn again for B&B Films, my one movie critique in forever. And that is how I'm going to end this. And I don't know if I could end it because unfortunately my computer stopped. I'm on my screen saving section. Okay. I think I'll probably try to edit that out. Or not. I'm just probably just going to add this in, see how it runs. Okay. Have a good day.